songs, and a lot more besides, were written by John Williams. Not the guitarist, who I do happen to know quite well, but the other one, the film industry's most prolific composer. Now, at the moment, he's in London to conduct 2 concerts with the London Symphony Orchestra. That's the same orchestra which recorded the music for Star Wars. Well, John Williams, you must be, I should think, the most prolific writer in the world, prolific composer. Do you find yourself having to write several film scores at once because you do so many?
No. I do about 1 or 2 a year at the most. They take about 3 months to do, so I try to keep it to 2 films a year if I can.
So have you hit on any kind of formula for writing these?
No, I try to make them all as individual as I can.
How do you manage to create the right effect? How do you use music so that you've created the right effect and yet it hasn't become intrusive or distracting?
Well, I studied the film and I try to understand what's going to suit the soundtrack of each film as carefully as I can, and the dialogue and the action and so on, and do the best I can to make a musical tapestry that's going to fit this overall acoustic in the film.
And do you try to stamp each piece of work, each film you write, with your stamp, or do you try to make them all sound different and anonymous?
I try to make them sound different. I suppose one can't escape one's own handwriting or thumbprint, but I think really to be effective in film work, you need to be chameleon-like and adapt yourself to the requirements of each film.
What about conducting? Because you managed to fit in a lot of conducting as well. Do you find that's light relief from the composing?
Well, I'm on my feet. When I'm composing, I'm sitting down. And I get in better shape when I'm standing up and conducting those few weeks a year in Boston, and I enjoy that.
And you're conducting over here now in the Barbican. How do you find that?
Yes, this weekend, the Barbican Pops. It'll be the first time for me, and we're conducting on the roof of the Barbican over in St. Paul's. And I think it should be fun.
Something you're looking forward to?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for sparing the time to come in. I'm surprised you've got time for anything at all. You do so many things.
I enjoyed being here. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll leave everybody with one last sample of your work, which is perhaps the best-known film you've written for, Star Wars.
Here, hold it.
And John Williams will be conducting Pops in Space on Sunday and Monday at the Barbican Centre.